So Democrats are putting a lot of hopes in Colin Allred to break through, from decades of frustration.
Now I'm the guy who's going to turn Texas' Senate seat blue.
They hoping that he can be the one to beat Ted Cruz and not only win the Senate seat, but sort of win that first statewide race in a long time.
This entire campaign, I've drawn a clear contrast between my record and Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst's record.
We've seen Ted Cruz on the scene since, 2012?
Yes.
2011, he was an unknown. And then 2012, he hits and he defeats the lieutenant governor in the state for that U.S. Senate seat. And he won that, and for his first 10 and a half, 11 years in the Senate, he was known as a firebrand. He would buck his own party. He would throw the grenade in.
No compromise.
No compromise with
Exactly.
anybody. Here we are within the last year, and he's remade himself. He's a guy that says, listen, I can work with the other side.
In 12 years, I've authored and passed 100 different pieces of legislation, almost all with major bipartisan support.
If you look at the money race in this too, Colin Allred has consistently raised more money than Ted Cruz the entire time. And that's gotten a lot of national eyes looking at this as well. Colin Allred has now raised more money than Beto O'Rourke did at this point during the election.
Allred has the tougher job because the electorate in Texas, it just has more conservatives in the electorate. So the theory is if Ted Cruz can just turn out conservatives, then he'll win the election. It may be close, but he'll win.
So the debate's going to be a great opportunity to compare my record and his record.
I think though at this point, and the polls prove this out, say what you want about polls, but this is still Ted Cruz's race to lose.
Right.
Colin Allred has to come out. He has to land a punch or two in a debate to get voters in Texas to really consider him, putting him over the top to win in November.
But what we've seen, like in 2020, is that even with new voters, transplant voters, people will move to Texas. For whatever reason, conservatives still dominate the electorate. I think it's going to be a rumble because
It has to be.
It has to be because Cruz is a brawler by nature. He's waiting for this. He wants to go out there and rough Allred up.
Because the position of Colin Allred and Democrats is to trap children in schools that are failing.
And Allred, despite his mild-mannered nature, is a fighter as well.
When 30 million Texans are freezing in the dark, you know what working people do? We spring into action. We try to help. We don't go to Cancun.
Former NFL player, he's tough. He's not going to let Cruz just take shots at him and those shots go unanswered.
Polls are way too close. There's too much money involved in this race. These guys are going to go at it, I think, and I'll be shocked if they don't.